and whichever batch you are in currently. I welcome you all to the webinar. And one thing is for certain, right? So today's webinar, I'll be talking about a variety of topics, and it will be very different from the webinars that you generally see, and it will be very different from the webinars even I have conducted so far. So I'll also try to do something new over here. And while doing that, right, our main purpose will be to talk about your intern and placement preparation, right? So for most of you, I presume your internships, your placements, etc., will be starting in somewhere between 4 to 6 months, right? So essentially speaking, this summer, right, the summer of 2023, for most of you over here will be the most important summer of your life, right? And why can we say that, right? We can say that because whatever, let's say, hardships you are done to maybe get to your college, right? So from the very beginning, when you were a child and like people were like talking to you, right? The main thing was like get into a good college, right? Why did you want to get into a good college? To get a good job, right? And this summer is one of the very key times where you will be sort of defining which job you go into, which will be your first job, how will your career look like, and so on, right? I can very much relate to this scenario. I had been through one or two such summers, and I can even more relate to this scenario because I have seen over 500 plus students or under me, right, as a mentor, who have gone through such summers and who have gone through this period before placement. So the whole mentality that's required for it, how to prepare for it systematically with a timeline in hand, right? All these are very, very key and crucial aspects, right? And I cannot stress upon this enough, right? And even for the best prepared among us, there will be a sort of anxiety, there will be a sort of worry, right? And one thing I want to assure you, you are not alone in this, right? There are lots of you who will be there in this journey. And today, what I will try to do is I will try to make this anxiety lesser. I will try to make your planning hopefully easier. And I also will try to leave you with some placement and preparation strategy that you can leverage for one, your internships, your placements. If you are in your first year, then for your maybe competitive programming or development skills, etc. Right? So we'll be discussing those things with a special focus, of course, on interviewing companies, etc. And hopefully, even more than that, right? The principles that we'll be discussing this today and the principles that we'll be deriving hopefully will not only help you in your first job, okay, but hopefully will also be helpful to you throughout your life, right? So that would be my aim for today's webinar, to make things as meaningful for you as possible. So hopefully stick to the webinar, right? And we'll be very much beginning very soon, right? I will not keep this webinar like other webinars very boring, where I would have some slides that will be rolling by. No, that's not the style. What I will be doing is I will be taking it very much like the class that I teach on a whiteboard, and hopefully it will be very much interactive with all of you guys, right? So looking forward, and if you are excited to start with the webinar, just give me a quick +1 on the chat, and we will be soon beginning with it. Okay, so I'm very, very excited to see this enthusiasm, right? So almost in a span of like hardly I would say a minute, I just got 200, 300 plus ones, and let's begin, right? So there's nothing to say. I would say let's just begin right away. Okay, so I'll end the poll currently, right? And let's begin straight away. Okay, so I'll close it for now and let's begin. So let me possibly share my screen, and do let me know if you are able to see my